You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
But that's what it is.
Don't know, bro.
Okay, so we are virtual, but you might have been like, oh, shit, you're virtual? I couldn't tell. It doesn't sound like shit. That's because we invested in some virtual mics at the request of all of you guys, and you're...
Did people really want that?
So when I asked people, I said, we're realistically, we're just going to have to do more virtual episodes because of school and everything. And to be able to keep it at a consistent schedule, some of the episodes are just going to have to be virtual. And everyone was like, no problem. That's totally fine. Like, no one cared. And then I asked, I was like, do you guys care about the Zoom? Some people were like, yeah, it's a noticeable sound difference, but I still listen. It doesn't bother. Most people were like, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't even care. And then there were a few comments that were like, it's a bit of a, like, it's noticeable the sound difference, but I still listen. But I figured for like, to have these mics, I just keep, you just keep it on your desk. And then whenever we need to use them, we use them for our virtual. I feel like it's worth it to have a little bit of better sound quality.
I think it's definitely worth it. And if it is better quality, great. They look fucking professional. They're like seriously real deal microphones. When you do it, does yours look, do you go this way or I went the wrong way?
No, I'm doing it the same way you're doing it, but I think you can do it either way. But I have the same look. See, my red light is in.
I know, but the handle could be different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, no, I have my handle facing me.
Right, me too. Okay, that makes sense. Like you move it like this or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out. We're over 3 years into the podcast, and we're still figuring out the microphones that we use that we've been using for 3 years. So,
hey, my mic is bigger than your mic.
No, it's just closer to the camera.
I know, little Bronson.
And yours is black.
Yeah, that's why it's bigger. So last episode was a great episode.
Was
with Hannah.
We're doing this a little bit. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're doing this a little early because Dad and I are both going away. So
I'm not going away now.
Oh, you're not?
Steve has to go out tomorrow, and I can't miss work Friday or work.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we could have done this over the weekend then.
You're not here.
I know, but I could have brought the mic and we could have done it virtual.
You know what? Isn't it good to get it out of the way for you?
Yeah. I'll be free for the weekend.
So I'm going to go again to Omaha, but it's fine.
I was just giving that little disclaimer because you never know. Like nowadays, crazy shit happens and like it changes the world within a day. Like when Trump got shot, if we recorded before that, it's like our episode would have been so out of place.
Right.
So I'm just giving that little disclaimer now that if some crazy shit happens over the weekend and you guys are hearing this on Monday, we're recording this last Wednesday. So it's maybe a little out of date, but you still got us. Some episodes better than no episode. So
I agree. And it's all good. And if people listening, but yesterday's, the other one over the weekend, what's today? Yeah, the one from a couple of days ago was a good one with Hannah because you had to see it and see it. Mom loved it. I watched it again last night. It was so cute. And she did great. She did great.
Yeah, her friends were watching it and being like, oh, I didn't know that about you guys, or I didn't know that part of your story.
I didn't know some of that too. So it really was a good episode. And she enjoyed it.
Yeah, she did. And
for those that don't know what we're talking about, Bronny's got engaged over the weekend. So if you really are an OG, you would have listened to the episode. But
that episode is like doing, dumb numbers. It's better than like the last 15 episodes in terms of numbers. So I'm sure everyone has already listened to it.
You got to post. You got to put some little TikTok clips out there.
Yeah, I don't think any clips for it are worth putting on TikTok. But Instagram, I gotta post. I gotta put a post.
No, I think you'd be surprised. You guys make a cute couple, you put it in there, whatever. I think some good stuff.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So do you feel different? And we're not spending a lot of time in the engagement, but do you feel different?
No, because in my mind, I'd already had it. Like,
yeah,
I'd already had my mind made up about it. But it definitely like feels good to now not keep a secret and to just be like, like when you're dating, you're saying like, oh, if we get married, or like, oh, if we had children,
no, I get it.
Yeah. It would be so cool, or like if I was, but now it's like now it is what that's the case. So it's just, yeah, it's a bit of a change, but it's
It's
exciting.
great.
It's
Again,
it's exciting how excited it makes people around you. That's what has been so nice, and like kind of been one of the best things that I've gotten out of the whole engagement, is how much I've like realized that people like me. You know what I mean? Like, because you just don't even think about it, because you go through your daily day every day, and you're just like, go about your day, and you're not thinking like, oh, how do these people feel about me, or how have I impacted these people, whatever, because it's just, normal day-to-day activities don't really lend themselves to that. But like the amount of people that have texted me and reached out and like said such nice things, that I'm just like, oh, it's so nice. And then, yeah, all day yesterday, all day today at school, everyone who I just know a little bit even has been coming up to me like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you, that's so exciting, like asking me all these questions about it. I went into class this morning, and there were like 4 girls in the front row, that I know. They were in my section last semester, so we follow each other on Instagram. And I walked in, and they were all like,
you froze. You follow each other on Instagram, you said, and then okay.
Yeah, and they were all like, congratulations, congratulations. So then the professor was like, oh, what happened? And I was like, oh, I got engaged over the weekend. And so the whole class heard it, and then the whole class was like, yay! Like, it's nice that, like, people, I guess people like love, but it's nice to, me and a decision that I've made is like bringing joy to other people besides me and Hannah. So it's nice.
Well, first of all, engagements are nice things, right? You're right. People, they're happy occasions. Most people listen to like bullshit stuff, and birthdays and all are good, but an engagement is a good, happy occasion. 2, you're a likable person, and 3, it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, I got a lot. Mom and I got a lot of congratulations, and we just keep saying the same thing. We're so happy for Bronson. He deserves it. We love Hannah. We're so excited. We're over the moon, and you should enjoy it. And like I said the other day, you should relish in every moment and enjoy it. And you deserve it. You deserve good stuff. So fucking A, enjoy every moment. But it is nice.
Thanks.
And again, mazel tov.
Thank you. And we got a lot of nice comments from podcast listeners on the episode.
Yeah, I don't
just like a lot of congratulations. You two are so sweet. This is great. Stuff like that.
Good.
Not to inflate my ego.
I don't think that you're saying that. I don't think it comes across that way.
Yeah. But like today, I was over at Hannah's, and I sweat through my shirt. No, my pants. They got wet, and I washed them at her place, because I was like, I was over. I brought my schoolwork over. Like I get off of school at noon today, so I brought my schoolwork over, and I was like, let me get all my work done tomorrow with you. Like, I don't want to do it. I'd rather do it with you than alone.
Right.
But I threw my clothes in the wash while I was waiting, or while I was there, and so I put on a change of clothes. But I put on her sweatpants that are like big. But then I had to walk back to my apartment, and my clothes were still in the wash. So I looked. I was clearly wearing girls' sweatpants, and it was very clear. But I was like, "Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I'm engaged. I don't care at all who the fuck sees me in girls' sweatpants."
Anything goes on in Miami. You can identify anything you want.
Yeah, true.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good deal, bro. And how's Brycey Boo doing?
Good. He's at his girlfriend's grandfather's birthday dinner or something like that right now.
He spends a lot of time with that family. I gotta get him over on my side.
He spends plenty of time with you.
I'm seeing him this weekend.
Also, they live like 10 minutes away. That makes it.
So what? I miss my Berkey too. He was home a week. It sucks. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's such a good kid. He really is such a good kid. Yeah, all you guys are good.
That's going to be definitely a learning curve for our family, for you guys, and with us.
Meaning what?
I guess.
What?
Like sharing time with another family.
There's no sharing time.
I think that's going to be some growing pains with our family.
Sharing times with, like, give me an example. What are you talking about? Choose your words carefully. Choose your words carefully. Go ahead.
Like you guys aren't going to be like have all 3 of us for every holiday.
Well,
once we have other family, No, but like seriously, See, look how shocked he is. He never considered that.
No, she won't come in. Well,
but I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm like being like realistic.
Well, Thanksgiving's our holiday. We'll invite everybody.
But see, you're just claiming a holiday. What if it's also Hannah's family? And what if they're like, what if they're like, no, oh, Thanksgiving is our holiday though?
Nah, I'll talk to Joshua and Edith. I get along well with them. Don't worry. Listen,
these are growing pains.
By the way,
you said Bryce spent too much time with his girlfriend's family.
By the way, well, I'll work it out.
he doesn't know what to say.
We'll work it out, and yes, it's
because I feel like that also wasn't. Now I might be speaking like I might be ignorant here, so you'll have to like correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like it's new to all of us because also you and mom weren't extremely close with both sides of the family, so there wasn't a lot of.
And we did the holidays. No, we did all the holidays, so it was easy.
Right, but so you guys didn't have you didn't have to figure out as a son and a husband. You didn't have to figure out like, okay, how do I placate this? The mom's family wants us to be there, but my family wants us to be there, and I really want to be with my family. She really like you guys didn't really have that because your families didn't have like events like that really.
Let me just tell you, I hear you. We love you. We know you love us. You do whatever you think is right. We don't want to create any stress or pressure for you. We live with you and see you all the time. Hopefully one day I'll be working with you. So I would never want to keep Hannah or you away from her family ever.
No, and we know that. And I'm not saying this because it's become a problem. I'm just saying I'm thinking ahead. And
honestly, Bron, you guys, you listen, you do it. You're such a good kid. You do what you need to do. And if we need to, also we will, we're the kind that every holiday, again, they could say, oh no, but all our in-laws, we would always invite our in-laws to every holiday. That's just who we are. We're not going to have a holiday and not invite our in-laws. That would be like, we would
of course.
We would invite friends over. No. So if eventually, if Hannah's parents move here, great. If they decide to do a holiday out there and you're going, maybe we'll go to California for that holiday.
I feel like also an easy way to solve the problem, and this obviously can't be, initially because you just don't have the like means to do it or the space to do it. But like how you said, we just always host the holiday. We meaning you and mom. Like that's an easy way if you be like, okay, I'm gonna host, and then everyone come to me instead of dealing with the parents.
But realistically, I think in like 5 years or 6 when you own a home, you'll be hosting them.
Right, but that's a little while. Yeah.
Right. And I would love to come to your place and do that. I don't care where it is, as long as I'm spending it with my family.
For sure.
But again, if it was in California, and let's assume Hannah's parents said we're gonna do Thanksgiving this year, we'll fly to fucking California if need. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to get it.
Of course, I know we'll figure it out and it'll be fine. But I was just saying, like, those are things that we have to figure out.
Right. And Julia, if he ever ends up with Julia, they're close by, so there's no reason why we wouldn't all be together in that regard.
Yeah.
But again, we're not one of those parents looking to, we always want to see you. And if we give you a hard time, it's out of love because we want to see you, but we would never give you a hard time to make you feel uncomfortable where you had to choose.
Yeah. For sure.
Easy.
Yeah. I'm speaking, like I brought this up and I brought this up at the beginning of the show. And I was thinking about it today. So I brought up like how things change so quickly in Trump's assassination. Like, so that assassination attempt was 7 weeks ago now. And no one is asking any questions about the shooter. Nothing has been solved, by the way. Nothing. And no one.
We know who did it. Solved. We know who did it.
Oh, no. But I mean, like, who was he? Why did he do it? How did he do it? None of that has been answered, and no one cares.
Well, here's what happens, Bronny. There's been, if you look back in the past 2-3 years or whatever, it's like the school shootings, the Las Vegas shooting. There's been so many. That shooting in Tampa, wherever, Orlando, at that gay bar,
But see, all of those that you just named have very clear who are these people. They have Facebook pages and hundreds of tweets of their ideas and their thoughts. And then they release a manifesto the day before they go and do the shooting about, this is why I'm doing the shooting. This one, the person does not have a single social media presence, which is like, that's the weirdest thing ever. But meanwhile, they've released hundreds and hundreds of Google searches that he's made about like how to shoot Trump. Where like all of these like Google searches that are perfect for it. I mean, the thing I'm getting at is it's just clearly all a setup. Because if this kid has no social media presence, but he's on Google all the time, that doesn't make sense. He obviously has a social media.
Set up in what way, Bron? Set up in what way?
This kid, okay, if he was going to if he was going to the lengths where he knew he was going to die to kill Donald Trump, he had to have a reason to do it. He didn't just do it for no reason, right?
I'm listening.
So he had to have been trying to make a change, and every single shooter in the history of assassinations and assassination attempts has publicly shared why they're doing it. Because the whole point of why they're doing it is to make a change, and so they need to ensure that after their death, the change gets done the way they want it to get done. So they'll come out and they'll say, I'm going to, I shot Trump. They'll like write a note, I shot Trump because he was letting all the illegal immigrants or stopping illegal immigration, and I want illegal immigration. So I shot him. So that happens. Not a single ounce of a motive has been released for this kid, and no social media presence. There's not a single, how old was he? Like 18 or something? There's not a single teenager on the history of the planet.
So what do you think? I'm asking what your thoughts are.
I think that it was set up. I don't know by who, but or whoever got to him first, like whoever was investigating, the FBI or the CIA or whatever, they did find that stuff. They did find the social media presence. They did find a motive, and they wiped it and told us, hey, there's no motive or social
right.
media presence.
So I 100% think that it's too coincidental that there's an assassination on Trump. They don't want him. I think it's some deeper plot.
Well, I don't think it's cool. I'm shocked that it's taken until 2024 to have an assassination attempt. A lot of people hate Trump. That's not the issue. I'm not shocked that there was an assassination attempt. I'm shocked that they let it happen, because they did.
Right, I agree. But I'm talking about this happened after the debate with Biden, how bad it was, right? And it's very close to the election. So I think it was an intentional act by something deeper than this stupid kid or whatever. I don't know. I'll never know. We know that the CIA, FBI, and Secret Service did fuck this up. Yeah, I don't know. And then, you also have this.
It's the fact that no one's talking about it anymore.
Well, I think that no one's talking about it anymore as well, because there's so much in social media, and it's like, so the shock value keeps getting greater and greater and greater. Like it is true. Like Kennedy's assassination was, well, maybe they'd be talking about it more if Trump was assassinated. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like, that could be a thing also. And there's so much shit every day that comes out that shadows yesterday's news. It's so fucking crazy.
I know, but then here's what makes me think that there's something in it that the powers that be don't want out, because they're not talking about it. January 6th. Like, so if the argument, right?
Went on for months, right?
Yeah, months, years. Like, if the argument is, oh, the news cycle just moves so fast that things get buried and people lose interest, which that is true, but not the story. Like, the stories that
they want to put out.
Yeah. I feel like the stories that get killed are purposeful. There's of course there's 100%. Natural like 100%. Ebbs and flows.
Right.
But January 6th, no one really had any interest in that after a few months, but they kept that shit going for years. If there was an assassination attempt on Biden,
we know why, Bronny.
If there was an assassination attempt on Biden,
it'd still be on the news.
It would, oh my God, it would be on the news constantly about how there's political turmoil in America and danger, and there would be bills passed on gun control and all.
What about if a Republican president resigned 3 months before the election?
He don't resign. He's not running. He's still president.
But you know what I mean. If
Yeah, but
that
there's a
happened,
difference.
okay, I correct myself. If a Republican president did what Biden did, it'd still be unbelievable in the news. Because that's
Yeah.
just the way the libs are, where they control the media, and this is what's going on, and that's why it's so
Well, see, and
powerful.
I don't even think it's the libs. With this one, I think it's like we know for a fact, because we've seen the documents with our own eyes, that the FBI reaches out to media companies and asks them, kind of like threateningly, to silence stories. We've seen email, like the Twitter files, right? We've seen emails with our own eyes. So it seems very plausible that the FBI would, a story that they would be involved in, an assassination attempt, or let's take the CIA, right? Because the CIA has knowingly been involved in assassination attempts in the past. So, like, let's say they're knowingly involved in this, they have the means to shut the story down, and we know that they do. So it seems like a very clear, logical, like, assumption that that's what's going on with this one. Because also, like, why haven't we seen an interview with his parents? Why haven't we seen an interview with anyone that he knew? There's not been a single interview.
Why haven't we seen it? Why haven't we seen an interview with Kamala?
Well, yeah, we have, but it was a train wreck.
No, but my point is, it's because we know what they do and the power that the media has, and the people behind the media and what they could do, and it's no more objective. It's pushing and poisoning people's minds. That's what they're doing. They're creating their own story and their own narrative for their own purpose.
I know. And I was just thinking about today, and I was like, wow, no one's talking about this one. And I just wanted to bring it up on here to just keep it in people's minds, because you have to be like, because if you forget, that's what they want. They want you to
forget, 100%.
Because they know at this point, they're like, our censorship and shit is so blatant that people will be calling it out. But let's just wait it out a month, and then everyone will forget that any of it happened. So I just want people to like not forget about it, because that's how they win, is if you forget about.
And Trump was a fucking goat in the way he handled that. Was he not a leader in the way he handled that whole thing?
Yeah, definitely.
And they don't want that out there. And it was such a good, like, if it happened a week before the election, he would have won hands down.
Yeah.
But Kamala's a fucking retard. I don't think she's.
The debate is on in 6 days. The 10th. Wait. This episode comes out on Tuesday. Okay. So this episode comes out pre-debate. So at least we're not missing that. It's September 10th is the debate.
Let me do this. Let me look. Let me put it in September.
As of now, who knows?
September 8th?
10.
It's a Tuesday night?
Yeah.
What time?
I don't know. Probably 8 or 9.
Trump debate. I'm not missing that fucking thing. That's gonna be a killer. Yeah, I hope he does. She's a fucking. You see, like she says the same thing over and over, and then puts on these accents.
Well, yeah. So there were videos of her today. She was in like Baltimore yesterday, and then Philadelphia today.
But the same story, different accents.
Yeah, they were showing like her video of the same, because it's the same speech. Like the speech yesterday in Baltimore, which is predominantly black, she had like I ain't going to the White House without, oh, you come with me. Like she literally spoke like that. And
it's unbelievable.
Today in Philadelphia, which is predominantly white, she was like, and I am not going to the White House without all of you coming with me. Like literally like
it's unbelievable how bad her, like what she do. I mean, when they put it side by side, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's funny. And it's blatant. So like I'm all for it, because everyone can watch it with their own eyes and see she's lying.
If she wins, you know how devastating that's gonna be?
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen?
Oh, you don't understand how fucking bad it's gonna be. Oh well, what can I tell you?
The debate should be good for that.
Yeah,
Trump has been going on long form podcasts, big ones. Lex Friedman, Theo Vaughn. I think he went on Patrick Bet-David. Did you mute yourself?
Nope.
No. So he's been going on these podcasts where he's just sitting and talking to someone for like over an hour.
How's he doing with it?
Very well.
Oh, good.
It's humanizing him a lot. And it's like, I feel like a lot of Trump is like little quick sound bites or like tweets that he fires off. And you never really get to like hear him like really formulate an argument or an idea or think about a question. And like these podcasts are asking him questions that you wouldn't necessarily normally hear from like a president answer. And I think that's going to be really good for him.
Right,
because
but
Kamala's not going on those.
No, but here's the thing. He also is like an entertainer. So he's good one-on-one, but when he gets in front of a crowd or deals with like her on the other side, he gets agitated or whatever.
Even better, I think.
No, I think he gets like he gets personal and acts like an idiot and makes stupid facial expressions and then makes stupid remarks. And that's the problem. Yeah. His ideas are good.
But that also kind of like people like that a little bit to an extent.
People do like that, but I personally, as much, and I love Trump, don't get me wrong, he's my guy, but I just wish like you don't have to get personal. She could look like a fool without him attacking her, and don't make a facial spread. Don't be like Lazy Joe. Here's Lazy Joe again.
Like comma blah, which is such a good one.
What's it called?
Comma blah, like blah blah blah, comma blah.
Yeah. But even that saying that's so stupid that professionals. Imagine me in the courtroom hitting below the belt, like acting like a child to another lawyer. It's stupid. There's ways you can destroy the other lawyer by being professional and not looking like
that's not who he is. That's not who he is.
But that's where I think the downfall is between you and me. That's just my opinion.
If he keeps it civil, it'll be really, really helpful for him.
I hope he does, but he's not capable of doing that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a great fight because she is the worst of the worst. She's worse than Biden.
Well, I really don't have any like as negative of feelings about her as you and everyone does. It seems like, and we've gone over this, and I've said I feel like you guys are being like you guys are kind of propagandized, but we don't have to go down that whole road. Because I don't. She's the worst of the worst. Like that's just not true. And there's so many other politicians that are way worse than her. No, she's not even evil. She's just like a shitty politician. No, Hillary, way worse than her.
Okay, all right. Hillary's not
Pelosi, way worse than her.
Pelosi's not president.
No, but I'm talking about she's not either.
I'm talking about if she is president, she'll be worse than Biden, and we are done. That's what I'm talking about. We are done. I mean, we are fucked beyond belief.
We don't need to go down this whole road. I don't agree with you, but we don't need to go down this whole road.
Okay. All right. I hope you'll. Well, whatever. You'll see.
Because you're just saying these things, and then you say we'll see. Like, what are we? How are we done? I mean, I guess we'll get into this conversation, but like, what does that mean? We are done. Okay, so if Kamala becomes president in 2025, 2029, what does America look like to you? There is no America.
America will not be America.
What does that mean? Wait, what does that mean? Like we literally are not a country?
Okay, let's not get little. Of course, we'll still be America.
No, I know, but if you're saying
it'll be run by non-Americans. It'll be
non-Americans can't run the country.
You understand what I'm saying? That it's going to be everybody.
So no, I don't understand what you're saying. Do you mean people not white? Is that what you mean?
It's going to be predominantly non-white. It's going to be a lot of people coming over the borders more. We're going to have more terrorist attacks. We're going to have higher cost of goods.
Why are we going to have more terrorist attacks?
You're going to see.
No, why? Not. I'm going to see why.
Because there are more people that are in here illegally. We're a weak country, and the countries that hate America, that want to take America down, will monopolize in the fact of having these sleeper cells inside.
Why do they need terrorist attacks to weaken us if we're weak and already done?
Because our government will still be on a quasi democracy and things like that. So
if it's run by all of their people,
they're going to run. You're going to see they're going to bring America down. There's going to be terrorist attacks. There's going to be higher crime.
So everyone said that there were going to be terrorist attacks. Like everyone said when Trump was going to leave office and Biden was going to come in, there were going to be terrorist attacks. It was going to be so unsafe in this country from the outside, right? Like there hasn't been a single terrorist attack.
Well, I think.
Wait, has there been?
Well, I'm fucking talking, Bronson. Okay, let me talk.
Okay.
So Israel, when Hamas did those tunnels and did an attack on October 7th, that was years in the making. It wasn't like a month, it was years in the making. This is something where they're very smart. They're going to move very slowly. And if Trump is not in office and Kamala is in office, You're going to see there's going to be issues with America with the other countries that hate America. That's going to go ahead and which they've been testing the waters under Biden, and she's weaker than Biden. It's going to happen. You'll see.
So you're saying that there are terrorists that have, through the 4 years of Biden's presidency, already made their way in and
100%.
Okay, so then my next follow up is, so what's the difference next year if Trump is president or Biden's president or Kamala's president? Does Trump know who these terrorists are?
No, big difference.
If they're illegally, they're hidden in the tunnels.
No,
so what can Trump do?
Well, if you stop talking, I'll tell you, big difference.
Well, let's finish it. What do you mean? Let me finish.
Trump is a strong leader and has zero tolerance. Kamala and Biden are weak leaders and have plenty of tolerance. So
okay,
there's a fair factor. For example, if you have a bad kid and you have a strong parent or a weak parent, the kid thinks twice about what they're going to do, or still might do it, but the consequence and punishment are far greater than a liberal parent who's fucking easy and weak.
But the majority of terrorists, and the ones that I think you're referencing, especially when you referenced Hamas, there's no death isn't a deterrence to them. They are committing the terrorist act knowing they're going to die. So Trump having zero tolerance, it's like that doesn't matter. That's not going to stop them.
There's a big difference between the fact that, if, for example, if Trump was in office when this October 7th matter happened in Israel, you would not have necessarily Iran and Jordan, certain other countries that would support the position of Hamas and those terrorist groups in the Middle East.
They haven't. Jordan shot down Iranian missiles going into Israel.
There clearly are Middle Eastern countries, Iran, and even now.
Well, Iran is different. Okay, you said Jordan and Lebanon, I think you said.
All right, but I'm just telling you that it's a big difference between what people think about Trump and fear Trump as opposed to them not fearing Biden or Kamala.
So in Israel, in the Israel Hamas situation right now, what has Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Egypt, even, what have they done now that they wouldn't have done under Trump?
Okay.
Well, because to me, and I've watched the thing, they haven't done anything. Nothing good, nothing bad. Like they've let things play out. They've actually said they've turned away Palestinian refugees. Egypt shut their border with Gaza and said, "You guys can't come."
Number one is
if these Muslim countries, like you said, are like they feel no threat under Biden, Kamala, but they do under Trump, but they're not doing anything right now. Iran, different. But
Iran, if Trump was in office, $6 billion would not have been given to Iran. Number one, would not have been given to Iran. Number two is I don't think Iran would be supporting Hamas doing what they're doing on the different fronts of Israel.
We're doing that under Trump too.
Wait, number three. I think
Iran wasn't openly supporting Hamas.
Listen, but
under Trump, yes, they were.
Ronson, if you really think Trump would have given $6 billion to them,
so that's your one thing. What wouldn't have happened?
No. Listen, Ronson, if Kamala wins, Israel has no ally. If Kamala wins,
because last week, she said she came out even with an even stronger stance than Biden on Israel.
100%, she will not stand by Israel.
Why? Based on what?
Based on from what I see and from what I feel, and we'll find out come January.
No, it's not 100%.
100%, yes.
Hey, let me play this video for you. Seems like a pretty good. It's a better stance than
she says. Whatever she says at this point, just to get elected. She wishes you. She also takes Trump's stand on the wall.
Then you're saying, based on what she said, I think that she's not good for Israel.
I'm telling you, basically,
say that she's saying something. You're saying can't take what she says.
Fine, vote for Kamala then. If you
no. How do you follow up that? So you're saying based on my view of her, she's anti-Israel. But then what I'm saying, she's saying you're saying can't trust her.
Okay, she literally cannot be trusted with anything because she waffles back and forth with regards to her position. She's literally taken on all of Trump's positions, which 3 years ago she was anti and opposed everyone.
Okay, but J.D. Vance 3 years ago was anti-Trump and now he's pro-Trump. Are you okay with that, or is he a waffler? Are you okay with it?
No, but listen. But if he's supporting the causes I like and the ideology,
so you're just so if someone changes their mind against you, they're a waffler. If someone changes their mind with you, they know what they're doing.
There's a difference if someone's running on a position and that's their political views and running a position. But she just for the sake of just saying just to get elected. There's a big difference. By the way, Bronson, here's what we'll do. Let's do this. One thing we do fucking know, okay? One thing we do know is that while she's in office still and part of the Biden administration, that we know that inflation all-time high, crimes all-time high. Israel is unprotected and not supported, really, I don't think, by America. We have 2 ongoing wars. We have $6 billion given to one of the biggest enemies that hate America. We know that the Afghanistan pullout of that was a fucking shambles. We know that she supports drugs. She supports liberalism.
What does that mean? Supports drugs. What do you mean? Legalizing?
She's not doing anything to minimize it.
What do you mean?
Listen, let me move. Let's just listen.
I support drugs. Like, I don't know what you mean by that.
Oh God, are you going back to literal Bronson? You understand what I'm talking about? Illegal.
No, but saying I support drugs because on the ballot in a lot of states is legalizing drugs. So do you mean, like, what do you mean she supports drugs? No, I'm asking. Why are you rolling your eyes? I'm asking you.
Okay,
you're saying these things, and I'm asking for clarification.
Because she lets everybody in illegally. She has no control of the border. She allows all the fentanyl to come in. She supports the position of the ideology of like what New York
did. Fentanyl coming in under Trump? Yes.
Okay, Bronson. Oh, Bronson, are you fucking retarded? I love you. Seriously. Of course, it's not 110% zero one the other.
Trump doesn't support drugs.
Okay, you know what, Bron? You do understand. Would you agree that more people have come in over the Biden-Harris administration illegally on the borders than the Trump administration?
Yeah, illegal. I don't know.
Yes, that's it. Yes, say no more.
I don't know about the drug numbers, but people, yes.
With the people coming in, more illegal drugs have come in.
I don't know. I don't have those stats. We have the stats of the people. I don't have the stats of the drugs. You might be right, but are you referencing any stats specifically, or like I don't know of that?
Oh, let me pull out of my ass a facts with a footnote showing the demographics.
No, but but are you just pulling it out of your head, or did you see that somewhere?
The amount of fentanyl that's coming to America in the Biden administration far exceeds than in the Trump.
Based on what?
Okay, look it up.
You're stating a fact.
Yes, look it up, honey.
Look it up. Okay, wait, hold on. You're saying it. Where did you get that information from? I don't want to find it. I want to hear where you got that.
Google it. You can Google it.
Okay, and did you Google it previously? Is that where you're getting it from?
Yes.
No, but see, that's like you're just saying things, and when I press you on it,
I'm not saying it.
You say, "Oh, you were told."
Let me take the time. Let me take the fucking time, just like when you get your stupid fucking facts and you do what you want to do.
No, you're calling your facts stupid?
Okay, Mr. fucking Literal. I liked you better when you fucking Hannah was around. 1 minute.
The thing is, when I press you on the thing, you say, "Trust me, you'll see," or "You're retarded." It's like, give me actual stuff, not just.
No, I'm telling you the reality. I'm telling you the fucking reality.
Based on what? Your opinion, right?
No.
Have you studied the border crossings in America?
Would you agree crime is up during the Biden administration?
I have no idea. I haven't been personally criminalized.
By the way, Bronson, who I love so much, you're the only fucking person that has no idea. Because we do know that drugs have increased, crime has increased, unemployment has increased, the amount of people that come over board has increased, inflation.
Let me finish.
Inflation increased, cost of goods have increased. Gas prices have gone up. $6 billion was given to our biggest enemy. So those are 15 things I fucking said.
Okay, I don't know anything. The only ones that I know are factual are the border crossing.
How do you know that, Bronson?
Inflation.
How do you know factual? How do you know that?
Because of the numbers.
How do you know that?
Because the department or the what are they called? The Department of Border Control have released numbers. Yeah. How do you so I'm saying I know that, and you're saying I know border crossings have gone up, and then I'm saying yes, I know that too. And you were saying, how do you know that? I'm going to give that back to you. How do you know that?
Okay, so here we go.
Wait, how do you know that, Dad?
Moment, let me go back. It says
I gave a source. I said the Border Patrol, whatever their department name is. How do you know that, Dad? How do you know that?
I'm going to get you all the information. Ready?
Awesome.
Under the Biden administration.
Wait, where is this from?
This is from. This is from Congress.gov.
Okay, great. Who's writing it?
I'm looking. 1 minute, Bronson.
Just share your screen.
Share the screen. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, then we can all look at it.
Okay.
Because I didn't deny anything that you've said. I'm just saying, where are you getting this stuff? Because that's the most important part. Because people on each side are lying.
No, but you'll see. I'm not lying. You'll see what will happen. We do know. Before you respond, we do know that the amount of people coming over illegally. One thing, we do know that gas is an all-time high. We know that cost of goods is an all-time high. We know that inflation all-time high. We do know unemployment is an all-time high. We do know that crime is all-time high.
I don't know that unemployment or crime, but okay. Wait. So by the way, this is from CNN, but this is also from 2021. So this is a year into Biden's presidency. So those numbers could have changed.
All right. So why don't you join CNN 1 minute, and why don't you go ahead?
So let's see. Yeah, you're saying more illegal drugs have come in. Where I want to see where in this article it says that.
You think you're supporting
Oh, see, so just because someone pushes you on an idea means that they're against you?
No, don't push it, but it's fine.
DEA, that's a great. DEA is a perfect person. This is from Trump was president when this was made. Just so you know.
It's old. I'm looking at it. It's 2020. I'm just Googling.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. So like, we got to find the right sources.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but you don't think that's important? If the other side, Dad, if Kamala went on the debate stage and said under Trump, A, B, C, and you were like, I don't think those are true, would you just be like, well, no, you would be like, she needs to give us her fucking sources or she needs to shut up. Like, wouldn't you think that?
No, because I don't fucking like that. I don't believe it. She's part of the whole Pelosi. No, listen. She's so I look at the totality of who they are, what their team is. I don't trust them. I don't like them. I don't like what's happening in the Biden administration. It's run by Pelosi. So I don't trust anything. And the women and the media puts what they want to fucking trust. But we're out there. I don't trust any of them. I trust a fucking leader that has nothing to gain other than making America great again, and that's fucking Donald Trump.
Okay, but where are you? So that still doesn't answer. So are we
going to spend an hour with me going over the details of where I can get you a memorandum first thing Tuesday morning? How about that?
But wait. So are you saying that you have never seen these details before, or you have?
I watch Fox and they give me all the stats.
But you just said that the media can spin things and lie.
No, but there's a difference though. They fucking Fox, I believe.
Really? They tried to censor Tucker Carlson because he wanted to talk anti-COVID vaccine. Nothing to say to that. They fired him for it.
No, I'm just looking. I'm trying to get the research.
So what about that? You trust them when they tried to censor their number one? I trust Tucker more than I trust Fox, and they fired him because.
So what does Tucker have to say in all this stuff?
Oh, I don't know specifically what you're saying, but you're saying the media and the news lie, and so that's why I don't trust anything that comes from the left. But the right media.
No, Brian, that's not what I'm saying. Listen,
that's what you just said. You said Fox doesn't lie.
No, what I'm saying is, Bronson, there's two people running, there's two political ideologies and cabinets or people running for office. Okay. So I go with who I think is the better.
We're not talking about Kamala Trump. We haven't been talking about that. We're arguing about the statements of drugs are at an all-time high.
They are. Listen.
Crime is at an all-time high. I'm
They
not
are.
talking about Trump Kamala.
Listen.
Okay,
they
but wait.
100% fucking are. 110%.
On what? Based on what?
Okay, next fucking podcast, I'll have the stats for you because there's 100
Please, because I'm not denying it. I'm just saying I want to know because anyone can say, like, I can come out and say,
do you really believe that you don't think drugs are an all-time high?
Did you not? So you clearly just did. Wait, hold on. Listen. Let me. You clearly have not listened to me.
I have listened to you.
But the first 3 words, 4 words, 5, the first 5 words of the last sentence I just said before you said this, I said, I am not denying anything. I'm just asking where you're getting this information from. Because, hold on, let me finish. Because anyone can say anything. I can say, like, if you're coming on here and you're saying, I know these things for a fact, this, and this, and then I'm simply asking, where are you getting that from? And then you're saying, you're a retard, or you're supporting Kamala. It's like, what do you're clearly not even listening to me.
You say something, now I'm really like, where do you say, how can you say that, Bron?
Okay.
So what information?
There's a difference between me saying I feel like crime is really high. That's different than saying under Biden, crime is at a all-time high. That's very different.
But that's 100% the truth.
But so now you're going to find stuff to support it. But so you just had the idea, and now you're going to find stuff to support it, or did you?
No, I know. But listen, no, I'm just going to go. You want information where it is? I'll get it for you.
Well, wait. So you just had the idea, and now you're going to support it, or did you see stuff that led you to the idea?
I've seen shit over time. Okay, and
crime statistics.
What?
Crime statistics. Because that's the only thing that'll show that crime has been up. Crime statistics from the police bureau or whatever the fuck.
All right, I will get information.
Because I guarantee that crime was a lot more rampant in this country in the 20s, in the 40s, in the 60s, in the 70s than it is now. And I would bet money on that.
Okay.
You think there's more crime now than when there were labor riots, the civil rights riots, Jim Crow hangings?
You understand what I'm talking about with it? Okay.
Oh no, I don't. That's why I'm asking. What do you mean by crime then? You don't mean crime?
Okay. You're gonna lose all our listeners.
So you just said you know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about then? What do you mean?
Give me 1 minute. Okay, I will work on getting these things, but listen,
I'm pretty sure that factually crime is down. I'm not talking about between Biden and Trump, but you're saying all-time high, right? If you're saying crime is more than it was under Trump, different story. But you're saying crime is at an all-time high.
That's what I'm talking. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the difference between the two.
Okay, but you got to say that. You're saying crime is at an
no, I don't have to say that, Bronson. I don't have to say that because our listeners who are 100%, and I'm curious to know your fucking the DMs that people say to you, they're gonna be like, your fucking son is wrong.
Wait, I'm not wrong. I'm not saying anything. I haven't said an idea. All I'm saying is
our listeners.
I'm not denying anything.
Our listeners know when I say crime is an all-time high, they know that I'm talking about between the Biden administration and the Trump administration.
So you just mean crime is higher now than it was 3 years ago. That's not an all-time.
Okay.
No, but that's a huge difference. And so that's part of the issue I have with all of this is like,
all right, so you have an issue with it.
Your which is what is wrong on both sides, is that people misrepresent things for their own narrative. Because to say because that is very, very different in someone's head. If I say to you, drug use is at an all-time high, that paints it like, whoa, this is a huge, huge, huge deal. That's terrifying. That's very different than drug use is higher this year than it was 3 years ago. Like those are very, very different things. And to then say, yeah, you know what I meant.
You take every word so literally and broken down. So what happens is, let me finish. So you know that's sort of, I don't mean this as a negative, but it's like you're not. It's almost like you got to look at the base of the conversation. What we're talking about, the idea behind the conversation. They were talking about Trump and Biden. You're saying that I was talking about Kamala, how bad she is, and you're like instead of taking the whole story, you're reading page by page.
But it's not a story.
Page. No, but my point is, You can't. This all started. I was talking about Kamala and Trump, and if she wins, where the problems are going to be, and you start dissecting each of those things, saying so. The concept was between Biden, between Kamala and Trump, and the issues. And I said, well, you're talking like you're voting for her, which is whatever, or that you like.
But how was I? But I don't even understand. Like even that, I think when you say, "Are you retarded?" When you say that to me, I'm going to say it back to you. Are you retarded? Really, me saying
say that to me, I don't mind.
Me saying like that. This means the same thing to you. Me saying, where'd you get that? That means, oh, I'm voting for Kamala. Like I haven't said a single pro Kamala thing this entire thing. All I've said is, where are you getting the stuff you're saying from? I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying I didn't even say a word about Kamala.
By the way,
you brought it up again about me saying, oh, you're just going to vote for Kamala then. It's like, are you retarded? That's not, I didn't mention her name.
Okay, so number one, if this was an interview that wasn't for our kind of knowing our listeners and our followers, it'd be and you were acting like a reporter asking me questions to support my position, different story. This is a podcast that our listeners are exactly the same views of what we have.
That's not good either. That's not good. Okay. If you're the same views of someone,
I don't need to give you my. I don't think you're supporting backup to base.
No, of course you don't need to, but I'm allowed to ask.
Of course you're allowed to ask, but the point is, based on my life experiences, based on the prior when under Trump's office compared to where we're under Biden's office. Like my analogy, if you have a losing football team and you get rid of the head coach, if they're undefeated and they're a problem and they can't win a game, you don't make the fucking assistant coach the head coach. You just don't do it. It doesn't work. She's part of the fucking thing. You got to clear out fucking house, get rid of and start new. She's a fucking problem. That whole fucking organization, the problem. They're all fucking corrupt. And that's why we need Trump. And if we don't have Trump, we're done. We're done. You'll see. We are fucking done. It's going to be irreversible. And yeah, I have a problem if there's no white fucking people in our country. I have a problem if it's full of fucking Muslims. I have a problem if everybody's beige. I have a problem if capitalistic views aren't there. I have a problem if things aren't based on merit and it's based on the color of your skin or fucking woke LGBT transgender shit. I have a problem if we fucking give to the weak and push down the fucking strong. I have a problem with creating everybody equal based on your color, how you come out of vagina. I have a problem with letting people in fucking illegally. I have a problem with people not being punished for their fucking crimes. I have a problem for people giving handouts and entitlement, not getting for it. They work for something and achieve. I have a problem with the fact that the government wants to know everything, that they don't take cash anymore at these stores. I have a problem with the fucking losing your freedoms. All right. I have a problem with the social media, with the fucking narratives and the news companies. I have a fucking problem with professional politicians, both the Democrat and Republican side. Trump doesn't need this shit. He doesn't need it. He's a fucking leader. We saw what happened. They're trying to get rid of him. There's a reason they're trying to get rid of him. They fear him. Other countries fear him. We need a strong fucking leader. And if we have a weak leader, there's a good chance we might get taken over by another country. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I don't need the backup behind it. Time will see if I'm correct or not. That's all. And you should be more worried, your generation, because your fucking generation, mine, I got what, 20 years left? Your generation has a long fucking life. And you'll be working hard to get more money of you. You can work 16 hours a day, share the wealth, give up 60 to 70% of your fucking salary to the government. They're gonna track everything, take more freedoms away, take your fucking First Amendment right, take your right to bear arms away. And you can say, oh, live and let live. We got to love everybody, let them in like the Jews did. And now look at how everyone hates the fucking Jews. And look at Europe letting all the Muslims
live and let live, let them in like the Jews did? What do you mean?
I mean, the Jews like, oh, let everybody in, the peaceful Jews.
Let everyone into where?
I mean, let everybody into the country, do all the stuff, whatever.
What country? No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What Jews let into who? What country?
Jews.
You're talking about in America?
Yeah, the Jews who are weak and passive. Okay, and the wealthy Jews support all these universities and all this shit and whatever, and feel like, oh, it's all great. Now they really they let everybody in
gotcha.
They let everybody that hates the fucking Jews, and the Jews got what they wished for by being so fucking passive. They'd walk right back into the gas chambers.
Okay, but that's not a way to solve a problem.
The way to solve the problem is if Jews are now
No, but no. That's not what I mean. But like now, if we're on the other side of it, right? That has happened. What all you like what you just said about all the Jews and all that stuff, that has happened. The correct response, I think, to me, just thinking about it strategically, isn't to be like, you fucking made your bed, lie in it, bitch. No, it's, oh shit, yeah, you acknowledge your mistake. Okay, come to our side. Let's help you.
That's not. But
you're saying they're fucking weak. They get what they deserve. You said that.
But my point is what I'm trying to get at, Bronze, is that
I don't think that's good. Like,
okay, let me finish.
Solving
what
problems.
I'm saying is, if you're again, this is where you're taking. This is what you do. Okay.
I was just talking about that one specific issue. I know.
No, let me finish. And it's not a. You think it works, but I'm telling you, it doesn't work. You can't take. I was giving 15 analogies.
No, I acknowledge. I just had a.
Wait, let me finish. Which started saying your generation needs to really be concerned.
Yeah.
And aware, because it's going to affect you, like all the 15 examples I just gave.
Yeah, and I was just talking about one. Okay. It's like if I was listening to the others,
okay,
and then there was a thought that popped in my head about one of them, and I brought it up. What else would you want me to do? Either not bring it up to any of them, or bring an issue up with all of them. Like, I brought up an issue with one of the points you made. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying the point I was trying to make was that your generation, which has a lot longer to live, if we don't take care of America first and not worry about everybody else, and not unless when I say you, I don't mean you. I mean unless the people don't care about the American ideology and they're okay with it, that's a different story. I do care about the American. I like the capitalistic. I like that. I like things are based on merits. I like you want something, you work for it, you earn it. I don't like handouts. This is my views, okay? And the most important to me is safety of my family and then my money. And everybody in this podcast has heard that, okay? Everybody. So the safety of my country and then the money, okay, into it. That's the most important. Taking care of America first. I like the values of the old values of America. I like the way it was under Reagan. I like the way the capitalistic views. I like things based on merits. It gives you a motive to it. I like the fact that just the way it is. This whole shit with the way it's been going in the past 4 years on the equality, on the wokeism, the LGBT crap, the whole fucking transgender movement. This guy Waltz put in the fucking tampons in men's bathrooms and shit like that. Okay, I don't fucking like it. I'm old school. You might say, I'm not saying one's right or wrong. You might say, Dad, I'm much more tolerant than you. I see no problem with it. That is great. Those are your choices. I don't agree with it. I'm just saying it's a slippery slope. It's going to, look what happened to Europe. It's going to happen here. Look how people hate Jews. I've said from day one, how many people hate fucking Jews. And it was like, oh, no, you're wrong. Even your own mother. And the true colors have come out. I think Trump will support Israel. I don't think, my opinion is, I don't think
that's not, so I have one issue. Can I say one issue with
everything
you just said?
I'm not arguing.
How do you reconcile America first and supporting Israel? Because those objectively, and to your America first people on the right who are promoting America first ideas and that policy are anti supporting Israel with money and weapons. So how do you reconcile that? If you're saying we need to be America first and not be doing and caring about other people in the world and shit, how do you reconcile that?
Okay, well, again, so first of all, to answer your
question, because us as Jews, it's different. But if you're saying this is what America needs to do and these are what Americans need to feel, they don't feel a little special kinship to Jews. They don't care about them. They view them as you view any other people that you're like, I don't give a fuck about those people.
Okay, but no, all I'm saying is about me, right? When I was talking about, hear me out. What I was talking about was,
no, but you were saying your generation needs to do these things. You need to get rid of the woke shit. You need to be America first.
But understand.
So you're saying this is the direction America needs to go, okay. Not you specifically.
Ron, you can't. I love you when I try to talk and you ask me the question. Don't get mad at me. I'm trying to say, and you say I love you, but I understand the first time you told me. I'm not an idiot. I get it. When you asked me the thing, I heard it, and then I start talking, and you start going through the same thing again to bolster your position. But I get it. I do. I 100% get it. So I'm going to go back to what I say. You're being very literal. When I give my statements, what I think is important, just let me finish, please. You wanted to say something about what generation is. They're general ideology terms. There's always gray areas. Judaism to you and I in Israel is important because that's what we believe in. So I believe under the Trump administration was the Kamala that America will remain an ally of Israel, where I think with Kamala, it will not remain an ally of Israel.
I understand. That's not my question. I'm saying, how do you like how do you expect America to be America first plus Israel? No other country but Israel. Like, how would you convince someone who's not Jewish of that? How do you expect the government, which isn't Jewish, or neither Kamala nor Trump are Jewish? How do you expect? Why would you want them to be America first plus Israel? Like that?
Because it's not, Bronson. It's not America. Even 20 years ago, when even in the Reagan administration, it wasn't only America, everyone go fuck themselves and create a bubble. It was America ideology with certain things. So we were the powerhouse, okay?
But Reagan, I have to push back on that. The only reason we have all of the fucking terrorist attacks and the reason why Muslims hate Americans is because of Reagan's policies of being the police force of the world and going into all these countries and saying, we're America, we're here to help you. That's the reason that we were.
I don't know if I agree with you on that.
Oh, well,
I just think people just hate America, just like people hate Jews. I just think
people didn't hate America in 1820 when we were only focused on ourselves and we didn't have any force around the world. We have military bases in every country in the world. Before that, and people didn't hate America. You think they just hate America because they?
Okay, I don't know if I agree. It's like the chicken and the egg. What comes first? First of all, back in the 1800s, it was very different between people you couldn't get places like you can now. Things were not as accessible. You know,
people hated Jews in the 1820s.
Bronson.
No, but those are good points. You're saying people hate America because they hate America. It's like, yeah, because we went into their countries and fucked with them. That's what Reagan started under his policies. America first means we don't care about the rest of the world. We only
that's not true.
That is what it means.
Okay, you have it.
The actual policy of America first. Yes,
I'm telling you that it's not so black and white. When I say there's grayness to it, when you say make America a priority and take care of things for women, it doesn't mean fuck everybody else. There's a lot of policy that being effect. There's things we can do. I take care of my family. Let me finish. I take care of my family first. That doesn't mean I don't help other people who need help. I do it all the time.
Then how do you reconcile supporting Israel but not supporting Ukraine?
Well, I'm not saying
that as an American government, not.
I'm not saying not to support Ukraine. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
we've been vocally against giving 13 billion to Ukraine and stuff. More than that now.
But there could be different parameters, different boundaries, different.
But we would kind of. But would you support 13 billion to Israel?
I don't know. Okay, but understand. But I also believe that there are, for example, I don't know a lot about the Ukraine stuff, but I do know that if Russia came in next, they want to take Taiwan? There could be issues with regards that could be, if I'm not, and I could be speaking incorrectly, but there could be issues. They take over certain land. They could eventually be threats to America.
How do you know that?
Because we've talked about them. That's what I've heard as well in the news and talking to people. This is what I've heard. Again, I just said preface. I don't know exactly as much, but this is what I'm aware of.
Those points are Biden's and Kamala's and Pelosi's. Those are their talking points.
No.
The left is saying we need to stop Putin in Ukraine because otherwise the West will be next. And that's why they need our money. And the right is saying that's not true. Stop sending our money. Oh, and that's just points.
When I say take care of America first from within, I think it doesn't mean like I use the analogy, I take care of my family, which I do, but I also help those who need help. And there's things you can do from taking care of America first and also help other people need if we are this alleged superpower. We are weak now. We are harming ourselves from within. This is what the other countries want. We know there are enemies, other countries that are direct enemies that want to annihilate America. We know that they want certain ideology views and they want like a one world order. We know that. We've seen it. We've heard it. It's not like I'm making speculation. We've heard it. What, you're saying that's not true?
Well, saying our enemies want a one world order. I don't know if that like China doesn't want a one world order.
You tell me not the
But then I guess let me clarify, what enemies are you talking about then? Because like Russia doesn't want a one world order. They just want America to leave them the fuck alone.
Okay, well, how do you know? How do you know?
Because that's what
What facts? Said. What facts?
Because Putin said that. I watched a 3-hour speech of his. That's what he said.
Okay, and you've heard, and what, from the interpreter?
Oh, so you're saying that it's not true? I guess.
No, you say that if I want to be literal like you.
But wait, I gave you a source. What source are you saying that they do want to?
I have seen the Islamic leaders that have this radical movement saying they will not stop until they have the Islamic in every household and one world. I've seen that. I've literally heard it. That? What?
Who has said that?
Okay, you're not agreeing with me? Oh, wait. You have not heard that. You have not heard that many times.
Oh wait, me asking a question means that I'm not agreeing with
you. Have you not heard that yourself?
No. Who have you heard it from? Because I'll go and watch it.
Okay, I don't know the fucking Alibaba's name. I fucking watched it. Seriously, I swear to God.
So it could have just been of an Arab actor who was trying to do that. But wait, Ronnie, no, but if you don't know their name, I at least said Putin said it. He's the leader of the country.
Ronnie,
and then you're saying you don't even know who they are.
Ronnie, we've been over an hour. It's late. I have work to do. I love you. We're good. I'm not fighting with you.
I know. I'm just you haven't had a single source to back your stuff up, which is fine, but it's frustrating because then it's like whatever. It's fine.
What's frustrating? Now are we a fucking footnote?
No, wait, I'm not allowed to ask.
Wait. So now every conversation we're gonna have, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you and say, that's an article you read. How do you know that article is true? That's just an editorial, whatever. I mean,
yeah, sure, you're allowed to ask if you want.
Oh my God, we're gonna lose every listener. Okay.
I just asked where that came from so that I could go watch it myself.
Okay, Bronny, I don't know that. You say like I'm lying to you. I'm telling you 100%. I've seen that.
You've seen an Arab guy say that he wants to, right?
More than one, yes.
I guess you've seen Arab guys. You don't know, you knew that they were in positions of power? Were they the leaders?
All right.
Or were they just guys?
Do you think what I'm telling you is incorrect? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Listen, I think you and a lot of people your generation need to get more guns, not be as welcoming, not be as forgiving.
And I don't think I'm welcoming or forgiving.
I'm saying your generation and need to be just like the stupid Jews who now wish they weren't so welcoming and so easy and so liberal because now they live in fear and back to like the Holocaust days. Okay. So
don't shame them for that because we need them.
I'm not shaming them, but
you said stupid Jews.
No, wake the fuck up because here's what's gonna happen.
They woke up. Did
they really? I don't think they woke up
because they come to you and say, "Oh my God, this is so bad."
Yeah, no, you know what
they said? "Oh, the socialism is so bad. I can't believe I voted for that."
No, you know what they're gonna do?
Woken up
because they moved from California, they moved from Chicago, they moved from New York to Florida, and I guarantee you, they will vote for the same political views where they left. That's how fucking stupid people are. That's the problem. Just like when I walk the streets and I see fat fucking people ordering ice cream and cake and chocolate croissants. The other day I stopped at Raccoon Coffee on the way back from Miami, and a fat fucking chicken, this fat fucking guy ordering the coffee with oat milk, and I'm putting in quotes, and yet they got the chocolate Nutella croissant. But I'm glad they got the oat milk. Oat
milk is bad for you.
But my point is, you understand what I'm saying, Bronson?
Yeah.
Dumb fucking human beings. These are what the fuck? Probably never exercised a day in my life. Whatever. It's good. Bronny,
all right.
I love you.
Love you too.
We're good. This was an interesting podcast. Not sure I loved one of our better ones, but it's okay. But I bet you most of our listeners, not all listeners, will agree with what I said, whether or not I have the stats right now to back it up.
Even if I agree, like you, yeah, I think that's dangerous to agree with someone without any support behind it. I'll put that out there.
But here's the reason why I don't think it's dangerous, because if I came to you and I know you for years and I trust you and I like your ideology, I like your beliefs, I like who you are as a person, I like the way you live your life, I like your values. If you say something, give it a lot more weight.
Oh,
than
well,
someone
there's a
who
big
said
difference
something.
between these. In that scenario, if you felt all that way and I said, I feel like crime is really bad, very different than if you came to me and you were like, I trust this person, I believe in them, I like their ideas, I know they're smart. And I said, I know that this is the case. Then I'm a cult leader. You know, there's a big difference between blind faith.
No.
Yes,
I'm not a cult leader. If what I say gets people to vote for Trump, I'm not a cult leader.
Oh no, but in that situation, Trump's the cult leader because you guys are just all blindly following him without any support.
We're not blindly following. I've seen what he's done in his 4 years of office. See what the other group has done in their 4 years. I'm not blindly following him. Do you understand? It's not a cult leader.
You're saying, but you literally just said, if I can get people to vote Trump without any backing of my facts, then it's worth it.
Back in the facts, look at the 4 years when he was in office, the 4 years when he was in office, when Biden was in office. That's a huge difference. Your life hasn't changed. Okay, your life has not changed in any capacity with the two of them in office. It will change if Kamala's in office. The trajectory, not you're on your own, and the irreversible damage she will do. Your life will change. Okay. You can't listen. Your generation can't buy a home. You can't afford to buy a home with everything.
Yeah, we couldn't under Obama. So it was literally Obama, Trump. Like, it didn't get better under Trump home prices. They got what they.
Interest rates were much lower.
The interest rates, yeah.
Okay, it's not the home prices. There's nothing wrong with that. That's capitalism. There's nothing wrong with that. You can all move an hour further north and buy a place for less money than being the heart of the city. That's what we did when we.
There's also a problem with that.
Listen. No, there's not a problem with that. You guys just don't want to drive now. There's no.
That's not what I mean.
There were people that commuted an hour and a half each way for their job.
Right, but Dad, now even homes at Homestead are being priced out of those. Like, there's nowhere else to go at a certain point. It's not without you can just go even further. It's like, where am I going to go? In the swamp? There's literally no more where else to go.
Without interest rates, but there's still plenty of places to buy. I see right in both. But
we're also in a different, like, you know what I mean? There's a different level. Think about the people who lived in the city their entire life and were push.
But Bronson, it's all relative. If you make more money, you're going to want to buy something.
Relative. Because that means there's a problem. If the lower third of the population literally cannot afford to live anywhere, let alone an hour outside of the city, 2 hours outside of the city.
But here's the difference. But the difference is when you have wealthy people that want that value, that do, and the good people that earn a lot of money, they give, they help, they promote. But when you have the government taking more and more of your money and you're making less and things are more expensive.
We have the most amount of wealth. We have the most amount of wealth in America right now. We have more billionaires than last year, and last year had more billionaires than the year before. And
because of the corruption.
Okay, but there's objectively more money in the world now than there was 20 years ago, than there was 50 years ago, than there was 100 years ago. So that invalidates your point. If you're saying if there's people with money, they give, it's like, that's not true.
It is true. People with money give. That is true. It is. It's the
middle. People with money keep because of the corruption.
No, you're so brown. All
right, we've been going late. It's late.
Listen, you're 28. I'm a perfect example. When the economy is strong, the middle and upper middle class make more money, and then they help those who need it. We're wealthy, they give plenty. They always do. Even whether it's for tax write-ups, they give. The reasoning doesn't matter. The end result is still give. But when you get rid of the middle or upper middle class, when you get rid of that section, and because things become so expensive, earning and taxes and inflation, they can't afford to give. You get higher unemployment. I mean, look, whatever.
Yeah, I understand.
Listen, I love you. Have a great time in LA. My people listening, I'm curious to hear what you have to say. We're good, Bronny. All right.
I was never not good. I was just asking questions.
Yeah. All right. I love you.
Love you too.
All right. Bye, buddy. You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.